Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Brian.
And we are
Drinking in the Basement.
We have our friend Adam still with us as we perform St. Patrick's Day Part 2, where we're going to taste some Irish creams. How's that sound, Brian?
It sounds very good. Dessert.
All right, but first, once again, we're going to talk about a couple of the tastings coming up. We have on April 1st from, well, it's an after-hours tasting, so we're not
9
sure
p.m.
when it ends. You have to be in the store by 9 p.m. on April 1st, April Fool's Day. And we're going to be tasting some great wines that evening.
And then April 16th from 1 to 5 is the spring wine tasting. About 100 wines open for tasting and for sale, all price ranges.
That's right. Brian and I, of course, as we mentioned in the last episode, will not be there on the 1st because we'll be drinking at Disney, hanging out with our families, our kids, and I guess you need to drink a little when you're with your family and kids.
And your kids. At Disney.
And we also have invited Adam back. He's going to replace Brian. No, he's not going to replace Brian. He's going to serve as our bartender in this episode. Right, Brian?
On with the tasting.
All right.
Just for the record, by the way, I have been drinking in the basement all night. And one thing I'd like to point out from the prior episode, this now has a peppery note, the Jameson's Rarest Vintage. The other thing is that at some point tonight, I will be driving in Buffalo Grove. No one should be on the road when this occurs. Just a public service announcement. We can continue.
And of course, Drinking in the Basement does not condone drinking and driving, so we're going to keep Adam here for a little while longer until he is clearly able to drive.
And he's willing to stay here.
All right. So what we did.
What have you done? Adam has been working behind the scenes here for us.
That's
so
right.
Adam?
I have poured 5 different Irish creams. The glasses that they are poured into, as far as which Irish cream belongs in which glass, are unknown at the present time. This is a blind tasting of Irish creams.
All right, and just so you know what we are tasting, we have Bailey's Irish Cream, which is probably the name you know best and is most associated with Irish Cream.
This one is the original Ryan's Irish Cream.
We have St. Brendan's Irish Cream.
Funny. Sean's Irish Cream. There's a trend here, a lot of Irish names like Adam O. Reback.
And for later tonight, when I will most likely be walking a straight line in front of the Buffalo Grove Police, Carolina's Irish Cream. And I thought I did that well.
Carolyn's.
You did that very well.
It's actually Carolyn's Irish Cream.
Yeah,
so
I can't read it, and I can
so
barely
not so
walk.
well. Adam, you're fired.
Thank you.
My job is secure. So, on with the tasting.
All right, so there's all kinds of Irish creams on the market. Bailey sells for around $16.99 or so. These others are a little less expensive. Ryan's is $9.99 at Antioch Fine Wine and Liquors. St. Brendan's is $9.99. Sean's is $8.99, and Carolyn's I think is $10.99.
And the Carolinas is $6.99.
There's no such thing.
So we have row 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They do not correspond to how we have the bottles lined up.
And hopefully Adam didn't screw this up. But
Right.
let's get to tasting. Here we go.
So number 1.
Number 1. All right. Nice nose. Kind of like it. Kind of creamy.
That's
Really,
creamy.
I thought that was really good.
Yeah, I did too.
Of course you did.
At this point, anything's really good.
I'm gonna keep going. Well,
We're going on to number 2.
My number 1. Leave that there. Don't want anyone taking it. Number 2.
I thought this is more chocolatey, but more liquor.
Wow.
in it.
Much more chocolate.
I almost find some like a little bit of nuttiness to it.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Definite chocolate at number 2. And versus number 1, it's a alcohol burn. A little
Yeah,
alcohol burn
yeah.
in it, which you don't
I agree.
really think about when you think of cream liqueur dessert drinks.
I'm gonna keep going.
I agree.
Number 3.
There's almost a toffee nose to this one. Do you smell the toffee on the nose?
There's toffee or caramel on the taste,
Yeah,
too.
a little bit. A little toffee. Talking more like caramel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's on the taste too.
I like it more than number 2. That's, number 1 is still the best one, I think.
Yeah.
Most balanced flavors.
Hey, don't color our opinions till we're ready to go.
I'm
here.
just saying, if you want to see any, so this is our 5th episode of Drinking in the Basement. If you want to see prior episodes, go to drinkinginthebasement.com. Hopefully it's up here at this time.
I like 4. 4 reminds me the most of 1, actually.
I'm on 3.
Oh, you're on 3? Well, I'm working with 4. I'm still sticking with number 1, by the way, just for the record.
And again, with the wait till we finish here.
All right, I'm just saying. I may not be here when you finish.
He'll be on the floor behind the bar. You know what? Similar. You're right. Number 4, similar to number 1, a little thinner.
Yeah, I agree.
Not as much heft to it. Adam knows heft.
Great,
I almost
thanks.
need a pen for this. Where did I put my pen? Hold on 1 second, folks.
This is the first time Adam's left the camera. You can tell we've been at this for a while.
All right, I gotta go through 'em one more time real quick.
Number
I can
5.
tell you this, if this came out of my mother's breast, I would have never stopped breastfeeding.
Nice.
Nice.
Me either.
I'm going back to number 1 because I don't know what number 1 is, even though I wrote down the numbers. I think
I'm
number
trying to
1's our
figure
winner.
out. I can't figure out 5.
This is the best one to me. Number 1 is clear winner.
I agree. I like number 1 the best too.
Number 1 does have a. Unfortunately, I'm getting a
It's like
slight.
it's like the creamiest.
It's creamiest,
like
but
the creamiest.
depending on how you taste it, where it hits the tongue and the taste buds, a little bit of Robitussin.
Well, maybe it's not your number 1. It's
Well,
my
if it has the Robitussin with coating, not
Alright,
a problem.
So I have my. I think I have my lineup set.
Only advice to Adam:
I'm
know
ready.
when to say when.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
I have my all right, so I'm going. Number 1 is my number 1.
Mine too.
Mine as
I'm
well.
gonna go with number 4 is my second best.
Number 3 is my second best.
I'm gonna go with 3 third, then 5, then 2. So I'm 1 4 3 5 2.
I'm 1 3 4 2 5.
I would go 1 3 5. I don't even know if I would do 2 or 4.
All right.
1
So
3 and 5 are
let's
my
go with.
picks.
So everyone agrees number 1
Number 1's the best
Yeah.
one.
What
What's
is
number 1?
Number 1 is Sean's.
Wow. What a surprise.
What's the price on that in the store, Adam?
This one's $8.99. This is actually named after the oldest son of my friend Randy Stoller.
Oh, how about that?
How about that?
So let's walk
Sean's
through
number 1.
All
right,
Adam
so- I like number 4 second.
Adam O.
Number 4 was St. Brendan's.
All right, very good. And then I like number 1 4 3
3 is, well, I got this wrong the first time, so let's get it right. Carolyn's.
Carolyn's. All right, and
Wow.
then 5,
5 is Bailey's.
and then 2 is
2
Ryan's.
is Ryan's.
All right,
So the winner is Sean's by all of us.
all right. And what were your numbers? You were like Sean's.
I
the
like
best.
1 3.
1 3 3 was.
What was 3?
3 is Caroline's.
3 was
Carolyn's,
Carolyn's.
wow.
All right.
1 3. 2 was my least favorite.
All right. So it appears that the big winner in this is Sean's. The big loser is Ryan's.
Well, I think there's a little bit of coincidence going on here. Mature Irish whiskey and fresh cream.
Absolutely.
Well, they all have Irish whiskey.
Although,
But this says it.
let's talk about the loser, which is Ryan's. The nicest bottle. So they win the nicest packaging, which proves that the nicest packaging doesn't necessarily equal the best whiskey.
Or the price.
Yes.
Bailey's is obviously the most expensive, the most well known.
All right, so there you have it. We're going to have on drinkinginthebasement.com, which hopefully is now right here, a bunch of different mixed drinks that you can make with your Irish creams. And we hope that you have a very nice St. Patrick's Day, because we're going to continue
Drinking in the basement.